Will you and I get to go to space soon? We've got exciting updates on commercial space stations. I'm Blake Anderson for Space Channel News. Blue Origin's private orbital reef space station has just passed a key design review called a System Definition Review, or an SDR, with NASA, and the new floating structure is expected to begin operations in 2027. This SDR moves orbital reef forward, Brent Sherwood, Senior Vice President of Advanced Development Programs at Blue Origin, said. We are meeting the needs of both the commercial marketplace and NASA's requirements. Orbital reef will change the game for human spaceflight in Earth orbit. The partnership includes Blue Origin, Boeing, Amazon, and Arizona State University. Two other private space station projects have also received funding from NASA as part of the agency's Commercial Low Earth Orbit Development Program. NanoRacks, Voyager Space, and Lockheed Martin were previously awarded a $160 million contract for Starlab, a crewed commercial platform designed to enable science, research, and manufacturing for customers around the world. Originally, the plan for Starlab has been a large inflatable habitat providing 340 cubic meters of space for 4 astronauts. Starlab is planned to be continuously occupied so it can continuously turn a profit.
The future that we're focusing on at Voyager and with Starlab is science, really space science as a service. The ISS is an incredible piece of hardware. It's got 20 plus years of amazing service under its belt. It's served customers from hundreds of countries, thousands of experiments completed. But it was built as a device for international collaboration. What we see today is an enormous amount of demand for space science, but very little capacity to actually do that science on orbit. It's very difficult for scientists to access the right equipment. It's hard to manifest on a flight. Schedules are very tight. Safety restrictions from NASA, rightly so, are extremely stringent, and it's difficult to get payloads up. That's part of the reason actually behind NanoRacks' success. They're good at holding customers' hands through that entire process and getting them from point A to point Z, from science conception to return of science. That service is, by the way, a very high margin service that NanoRacks conducts, but it's extremely valuable because scientists want to do science. They don't want to build hardware. They don't want to deal with rockets. They don't want to deal with astronauts. It's pretty cool to deal with astronauts, but it's really tough. Like, it is a completely different field. You don't want to have to learn that if you're in biosciences, right? And so the future that we're really laser focused on right now is making the process of doing science in space streamlined, accessible, democratizing that, and really building a sustainable pipeline out of it for our customers globally. I think there's an immense amount of demand in the market for that, and we're really excited about addressing it.
Gravitics are pioneers in next generation hardware and are actively bringing high quality shipyard style fabrication to the aerospace industry. Their flagship product, StarMax, is a space station module that functions as a living space. Eventually, Gravitics hopes to integrate a spinning component that generates artificial gravity within the module. Another space station, spearheaded by aerospace giant Northrop Grumman, scored $125 million for its concept. Many of these commercial space stations aim to be operational around 2027. And it looks like there's a new kid on the artificial gravity block, VAST. VAST, a startup founded by blockchain pioneer Jed McCaleb, is making waves with their mission to develop the world's first artificial gravity space station. They hope this will enable scalable solutions for humans living and working in space. According to VAST, the experience and dexterity of the VAST team will lead the development of a vibrant space ecosystem that will ultimately enable further human expansion into the solar system. Very exciting stuff. As these commercial space stations continue to progress at what seems like light speed, we'll be sure to keep you updated on this and more, so download our Space Channel app and stay in the know. It's free in the App Store on your phone, tablet, and connected TVs. Just search Space Channel. I'm Blake Anderson for Space Channel News.